Welcome to Sciences Po. Thank you to have chosen Sciences Po. And now, as I know that you don't have so much time, it's time for you to get the floor. Thank you.
I want to thank your president, Richard Richard, for inviting us here today. I have a speech I'd like to give, but since I have this audience, I'd actually like to take a minute and make a very important announcement about Google, and one that we just made a few minutes ago in public. And I'm sure that on the press conference that follows, there'll be lots of questions about this. We believe that the French people are very sophisticated in their use of culture. We believe the French people are very sophisticated in their use of the internet and technology. And we have already decided to increase our business investment in France because of the economic success of France, the many, many good things that you all have done. So we have made a set of decisions which we're announcing today, literally right here, which are very important, and something which people have asked about for a very long time. The first is that we've decided, and I think that at a university like this you'll understand why, we've decided to set up a very significant engineering center here in Paris. And we will get started by hiring, we like people fresh out of the top universities in France, and we'll get started here very, very soon, literally in the next week, to get started building this center. And this will be a center that will not just build products for France, but will build products for the world. We believe very, very strongly in looking at the quality of the graduates and the quality of the technical talent, the business talent, the public policy talent that we can now get through the major universities, major businesses, key leadership positions. I'm very, very proud to say that this has been in discussion for a very long time, and it's clearly the right thing to do. The second announcement that we have just made, and I'm pleased to say here publicly that for the first time, is we've looked at, in Europe, the importance of culture and the importance of European culture, European creativity, non-English languages, the arts and sciences, and the things that you all do so well. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So we've decided to put our cultural institute, literally create one, here in Paris that will be for all of Europe. And we'll take all of the digital resources that we have, all of the scanning, all of the images, all of the investment, and run it through Paris. We're also having, we are also having an outside advisory board of leading creative people, academics, and so forth, to help us make sure that we're working on the things of greatest value to the citizens of Europe. I can think of no better place, because of the commitment to culture and the commitment to the talent that I see before me, to do this in Paris. The third thing we're announcing, and you can see there's actually, just here, there's 4. Students like to know the list, right? So there's 4. The third is that we've made a decision to go ahead and increase our investment in science universities in France by many millions of dollars in the form of grants. And this is because we have looked at the quality of the research and the quality of the output in computer science, in mathematics, in the sciences in general, and it is superb. This is not a surprise to you. That's why you're here. So I'm very excited about that. And then the final thing that we're announcing today is a very large program around getting small and medium-sized businesses to come to Google and to use Google to build their businesses. That's obviously good for Google, but we think it's particularly good for the businesses and therefore good for the economic choices in France. So why are we doing this? Why are we making these announcements today? It's the right thing to do for Google's business. It's the right thing to do for France. It's the right thing to do for Europe. If you look, the economic recovery has been led by Germany and France. I think you all should be congratulated for all of that. And we have every reason to believe that the adoption of the internet and technology, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, will give us a tremendous business advantage for doing this. Another reason that we're doing this is that we've received incredibly positive support from President Sarkozy and the entire Élysée Palace. And their whole team has said, we want to make sure that your business is working well, that you create jobs, create investment in France. And they have offered their support and helped to make sure that any barriers we might have in getting through any regulations and so forth would be addressed. So I want to thank your president and his entire team for helping make this possible. So with that, what I'd like to do, and again, I'm very excited about this. This is a very big deal for Google. We do this relatively rarely. And so from my perspective, this is a historic moment. So thank you all for that.